got their guys. So now you got Xander Bogaerts, you got Manny Machado, you got Fernando Tatis, all on long-term deals. Musgrove too, and Darvish.
Yeah.
So are they going to sign Soto?
I mean, like I said, I wouldn't doubt Peter Seidler at this point. And the only thing about Soto is that he's a Boras client, and they almost always go to free agency. That's the only reason I have doubts there. It has nothing to do with Seidler, just the fact that he's a Boras client. I will say this, though. Money's not an issue because, Seidler's firm is worth, what, $3-4 billion, I think I saw.
Something like
that. And then our minority owner is like, people have called him like the Mexican George Steinbrenner. Like, he's the owner of a Mexican league team, and like I think his brother owned like the largest cell phone company in Mexico. So we have people forget about the minority owner, who some people have said is like the Mexican George Steinbrenner.
Oh, I don't even know who this guy is, because I know. Well,
it's like Harp de Halou or something like that is his name.
Well, is Ron Fowler is still one of the owners, right?
I don't think he's in there at all. I think Seidler completely bought him out, and he's not even part of the group anymore.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
Because you never see him at like the press conferences and stuff anymore.
Well, it seemed like those two guys flip-flopped roles,
They did.
One became two and two became one.
Yeah. And that was huge for this franchise, because like Fowler wasn't, cheap like some of the bad owners we've been stuck with here in San Diego now, with just the Padres, with the other teams that have left us. Like, Fowler wasn't cheap like that, but he would draw the line at a certain point because he was like, I want to make X amount of money on this.
Right.
But Seidler's like, whatever it takes to win, I'm going to make money either way. I don't think people realize that, is that all the people are like, how are they doing this? It's like, all these guys are making money either way. Even with, I'm not going to get into all that because I don't really know too much about it, but even with like the whole regional sports network drama, like the Padres are still making money. I mean, they're going to sell out or close to sell out almost every game. And, that comes with people buying their hot dogs, beer, popcorn, soda, all that stuff. The merchandise is flying off the shelves, especially you got postseason gear. I got my 2022 postseason hat right here.
Oh, right on. Okay.
And then I got the October Rise shirt, all that, like all that. And then, what's the Polaroid book?
Oh, yeah.
Like the ones that were left over after the one that season ticket holders got. They're going to make money selling those too, because everyone who isn't a season ticket holder that doesn't have one wants one, and they're not all going to get one, but people are going to buy that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so, and then they're like one of the favorite teams amongst fans all over the nation. I mean, it's like cool to be a Padre fan.
Not just the nation, the world too. Because, we got, multiple Dominican superstars on our team. Bogaerts, represent the Netherlands in the World Baseball Classic. Kim is huge in South Korea. Darvish is massive in Japan. So we're like almost an international team too.
Plus we got a couple of Colombia guys, right? I mean, we've got
Crismat.
I think the other one was Alfaro.
Yeah, it was Alfaro.
Yeah,
so we did, but not anymore.
Yeah, and then we had Profar from Curacao for a while.
Yes.
So there was a time, I remember I looked it up, there were like 8 different nations that were represented on the Padre roster, I think last year. Because there was a time we had Canadians too, with Cal Quantrill and Josh Naylor.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's neat to be that team, that international team, and they're back in the brown, and it's all good.
Yeah.